Hello everybody, I am the Plunk Father, and today we are playing World of Horror. World of Horror is a horror RPG survival game where we try to investigate what's going on in our town and try to prevent the old gods from being summoned. It's a game that I really enjoy playing. I've played it a good amount, but the last time I played it was a good few months ago, and they've added a lot since then, so I'm kind of excited to see what's new. Something strange is happening in our town. Robed figures can be seen gathering in the woods at night, people are going missing, disgusting creatures are terrorizing the seaside. The rapid technological progress of the modern era brings comfort, but also unknown threats. Old gods, malicious, eldritch beings who ruled the earth eons ago, are awakening as reality starts to crumble. Armed with clues, spells, and your dwindling sanity, you'll investigate mysteries across the city and in realms beyond. An old train slows down and stops at its last station. It's the end of the world, or the end of the world is at hand, and you finally arrived in the doomed town. So when you start a game, it'll randomly choose what old god is being summoned. In this case, it is the old god of Alexandria. So whenever it chooses a god, it adds an additional rule to make the game harder. So both me and enemies deal extra damage. The supposed cause of destruction at the Library of Alexandria, a perfect black marble statue has been recently rediscovered and is currently waiting in the museum of her town for its premiere. So we got our medical history. Disillusioned with the medical care, you know you'll need to pay up. You start with extra experience in bandages, but each damage can cause an injury. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, I guess I have no choice. So something pretty exciting is that once you make it to a certain point into the game, you can set up how you want your town to be. So some of these areas are marked off with black lines. But if we block off a spot and open up another, we can go there and check it out. So we're gonna leave the hardware shop open, the legal den open, the occult shop, and dog shop. You check your mailbox, it's empty. You're currently not investigating any weird mystery. Recent newspaper clippings and notes collected in the next room should point you in the right direction. So we have a lot to interact with in this room. Although as far as I know of, it doesn't do anything. Oh, I found library notes. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know we could actually find stuff. You could leave something in the charge here, so we can watch TV. The search for a missing person continues in the forest surrounding Shiokawa. If you have any information, please contact the police department. You can take a bath. Which we can gain reason, gain experience, gain stamina, or if we had a bottle, we can bottle it up. We have full health and reason right now, so let's just get some extra XP. Take a look through the people. What's that? Alright. Let's start a mystery. Inexplicable and morbid events have been plaguing your town for some time now. You've marked down 5 of them, hoping that there's something connecting them. You can tackle these 5 mysteries in any order you want. Beware, your decisions will haunt you and influence yet unsolved mysteries. So we have freaky feature of found footage, spine-chilling story of school scissors, bloody brief of a beckoning bulletin. I've not done this one yet, that's new. Macabre memoir of morbid mermaids. An eerie episode of evolving eels, which there's an end. So there's an ending on that I haven't gotten yet, an ending on that I haven't gotten yet, and I haven't done this one at all. Let's see the new one. As the decades roll on, technology has only developed further. These days, computer bulletin board software allows computers to communicate over phone lines. All it takes is a computer and a modem, and anybody can connect a bulletin system or even host one of their own. Once you connect, you can read all of the messages on that bulletin and even post your own to start a conversation. Many use them to share files or to chat about their favorite topics, everything from video games to sports to idol culture. But in the wake of a sudden string of weird suicides, things are all fun and game. Rumors have surfaced that the deaths are linked to a bulletin system operated somewhere in I'm going to pronounce this wrong, Shiokawa. But what is behind the suicides? How could so many people be driven to take their own lives? Even if the rumored bulletin system's phone number is found, there's no hope to investigate without a computer that can connect to it. Maybe the school library has one that will work. We can investigate the forest location to complete a quest, so let's do that first. A sudden blast of heat grabs your attention. An older man sitting next to you screams in pain as he's engulfed in fire from seemingly nowhere. As other people start to panic and help the burn victim, you spot a hooded woman standing in the distance. When she sees you, she starts to run. You can't shake off the feeling that you were the target of this supernatural attack. Ooh, dexterity success. The hooded woman disappears behind a corner, and when you get there she's gone, already mixed with the crowd. In a nearby dumpster, you find the sulfur-stinking hoodie, and an envelope containing your photo and a curious incantation. So we have a spell now. Ithulu Flame. Deals 7 damage, increases doom by 3%, costs 1 reason and 1 stamina. Alright, that's cool. Investigate the forest again. The trees overhead block the sunlight and you begin to feel gloomy, -2 reason. After searching deep in the woods for some time, you discover the body of a young student clutching a note. I write this for everyone wanting to stay behind. The sacrifice is worth it. Life's meaning comes from our relationships. Share death and that connection while it lasts you. There won't be anything left but us. Everyone here is waiting for you, so if you lose your resolve, just listen to the voice of humanity. Ooh. Alright, let's go to the school. As you enter the school gym, you notice a strange black doll propped up against the wall. Ugh. Against your better judgment, you approach the doll. What you see makes you gasp in horror. The doll isn't a doll. Your sudden movement causes tiny black spiders to flee, revealing a white, half-eaten corpse. -2 reason. Man, they're just really going after my reason. While the school's library's computer doesn't have a modem, you happen to bump into a member of the computer club while asking around. She apparently just got a new system and is willing to let you borrow hers. Thanking her, you arrange to meet her at her home in the city. Oh yeah, before I forget, I'm gonna go look at the shops. The most important shop being the dog shop. Hello. Let's see. Cigarettes, energy drink, a compass, or a sewing kit. None of this is really anything I want, so I'll leave. let's check out the hardware store or illegal den. Let's do the illegal den. Alright, let's buy the meat cleaver. Let's equip the meat cleaver and then investigate the town. When you enter a metro car, you notice an oddly shaped seat opposite of you. It's marked with your name. You reach for the package but hesitate, an icy feeling settling into the pit of your stomach. As soon as you pick up the package, you realize what you're holding and drop it in horror. Plus the experience. I got a bandage. Okay. You lug the cardboard box full of PC parts up your apartment stairs, teeth clenched as you heave it one step at a time. God damn, computers are heavy. While looking around the ransacked room of your recently deceased friend, you discover a half-finished painting of a woman. Her skin is a ghastly pale yellow color. The scene is disturbing, you struggle to look at it. Intimidated by the unsettling painting, you're haunted by nightmares, -2 reason. You wipe sweat from your brows, you finally finish setting up the computer in your bedroom. After a few tests, you're now certain that everything is functional. The newscaster on TV says that the suicide rate is still climbing. Worse, the morbid trend is beginning to catch on in other nearby towns. You need to act quickly. Excuse me, do you have a moment to talk about our real Lord and Savior? The day of reckoning is coming, says the voice on the other side of the line. You definitely don't like the way the man on the other side of the line puts an accent on real. Hello, are you still there? You learn some helpful bits of information about your nemesis. However, if everything the man said was the truth, humanity is doomed. Ooh, reason went down -3 and she's not looking too good now. Hoping to find a lead, you head to the hospital. With how many deaths there have been, the hospital is in chaos. The staff look exhausted. When the receptionist lets her head down on the desk for a minute, you slip out of the waiting room and into the hospital corridors. Walking through the hospital corridor, you are stopped by an old man with a cast on his leg. Can you help me go down the stairs? Oh, this is gonna end well. It takes you some time, but you help the man and bring him a wheelchair. He thanks you and smiles. Aw, that's nice. I thought that was gonna go horribly. You overhear 2 nurses talking about a girl whose suicide attempts failed. Apparently she was recovering at her grandparents' home in the village in the city's outskirts. You exit the hospital and make your way to the nearest bus stop. Experts are baffled by the sudden appearance of 20 stone statues lined up in a row in the middle of the Ooh Park. You can cast 1 spell without paying anything. As you pull into the village bus stop, a news story comes on the bus driver's radio. An entire class of Shiokawa students leapt in front of a train hand in hand. You move urgently as you exit the bus and begin searching down the village streets. Unseasonal floods have closed many of the roads. You wasted a lot of time looking for a safe path, plus 3% doom. When you find the girl's house, her grandparents greet you solemnly. She thanks you for your effort to stop the deaths. Forgive her, her grandfather says as she leads you to her bedroom. She's a kind girl. Something has happened to her. Feeling hungry, you entered a small local restaurant and ordered the daily special made with today's catch. Just where the hell did those fishermen go? So what makes some of these decisions hard is, if you don't do it, you can get punished because you think it's something horrible and awful and disgusting, so it hits reason. But if you do eat it, something bad could happen, or something good could happen. Right now my reason's already pretty low, so I'm gonna risk biting. Success. Feeling the eyes of the restaurant's guests on your back, you take a small bite of the smelly seafood. It's surprisingly good, but you kindly refuse another serving. Nice. The recovering girl is more than happy to not only confirm the bulletin's existence, but to give you its number. You have to do what it tells you. Trust me, you won't regret a thing. She beams at you as her grandmother struggles to make her swallow the pain medication. I'll be back to join you all soon. Wait for me, okay? Disquieted, you give the grandparents your phone number and hastily leave. You stumbled upon an old forgotten bookstore in a small alley. The interior is cluttered with dusty old tomes, animal books, weird vials, and stuffed exotic animals you don't even recognize. Can I help you? Asked the tiny man behind the counter. I have things that will surely help you in your quest. I don't have enough money for anything, so I'm just looking. Take your time, and see you soon. As soon as you arrive home, you dial the number and put the handset onto the modem. Your heart pounds as the computer fans exhale. The system hums, you hear a brief dial tone, and then it finally connects. Welcome home. Do you like it? No. It's okay. You don't have to be ready yet. Everyone will wait for you. Oh, okay. Your connection suddenly cuts off. You attempt to reconnect. You find that your number has been blocked from accessing the bulletin. Dejected, you solemnly pick up the computer to give it back. However, when you write back the computer club, you find a note on the door. See you all soon. You soon learn that all the members left in front of a train, holding hands. With little other choice, you sell off the computer, the guilt weighing on your shoulders, all the while. -3 reason, 5% doom, 3 funds. You find the bulletin's number in the phone book, but when you arrive at the address, you find the place empty. The bulletin was moved. Out of desperation, police began confiscating modems and banning students from computers. Despite this, the suicides only seemed to grow faster. They spread even further beyond Shiokawa, too. Your guts twist into knots every time you pass by the computer club store. Man, that really was the bad ending. Okay, we leveled up so we get to pick some perks. And we can either boost our stats or get a little up in one of our stats. And one of our health pools, I mean. So let's see. Anatomy. Extra damage against human enemies. Extra experience for completing a mystery. I'm thinking deduction. And we definitely need reason. The old god stirs. The friendly dog disappeared last night. No! You'll have to find a new place to buy equipment. Inside your mailbox you find a small key. What is it doing in there? so we take a bath, and we're gonna go for more reason, because we were really in a bad spot. Yeah, she looks better now. Oh yeah, I forgot we can change clothes. Yeah. Alright. Let's do freaky feature of found footage. 3 students disappeared in the process of making a documentary about local folklore and the legends of the nearby forest. Now, on the first anniversary of the event, a suspicious man has started asking questions. He claims to be a private investigator hired by the parents of the students. Except the parents of your friends didn't hire him. Who is he, and what did the students discover out there? 3 students disappeared in the process of making a documentary about local folklore. Maybe you'll find a clue about their last known whereabouts in the school's newspaper. And we can investigate the mansion twice to complete the quest. So completing the quest gives you the possibility of getting an alternate solution. Ew. Corpses are strung up on wire like I don't know how to say that. Marionettes with painted smiles and rosy cheeks. -2 reason. I was saying something. Dark forces scheme against you. You don't know who you can trust anymore. Legends say the witch was buried alive for kidnapping and murdering 2 children. It points you in a specific direction, potentially saving you some time. So, what I was trying to say earlier, solving the quest could potentially help you get a different ending to these little missions. And that's why I do them first almost every time. You're attacked by a girl you haven't seen in months, but how could you? She died in an accident. Ooh. Ooh. She regains health? Yeah. Nice. We got an occult diary. Lowers doom by 3%. Use to gain a random spell and lose 2. The last thing we need to do is lose more reason. So that's gone, so we can go to the occult shop for free. Well, not for free, but I mean... Nah, let's just go. Despite your best efforts, you feel like the neighborhood is starting to change. Location's threat level increases. Okay. I forgot to read these, I'm sorry. Everyone in the village is unsettlingly friendly. An old farmer points you up to an old stone. The missing group supposedly started their forest trip there. As you walk through the village, crops waver in the breeze, following your every movement. Man, will they just lay off my reason for a minute? Like, that's the one stat they've been attacking this entire time. Like, yeah, sure, I took Stamina once, but man, they will just not leave it alone. Investigate the mansion to complete. Oh no, never mind. Click a square to explore it. Following a trail of rotten fruit, you stumble upon a small forest shrine. It's probably dedicated to some local spirit. The small statue seems alien and menacing. Pray? No. To your horror, you discover a severed human hand behind the statue. -2 reason. They're gonna kill me. The suspicious group you've been following gathered in a nearby forest. They're enacting some sort of ritual in the clearing ahead. The only vantage point is a large rock. You manage to see some of the faces and hear the names of the group, +5 experience. Cult members on your trail, you must hurry. What you thought was just a discarded pile of clothes suddenly moves. As it stands, a cloud of white powder is released into the air. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna run. I'm gonna run. You make it to the edge of the woods scared but safe. It said that somebody was out there watching me. I could either confront them, run away, or I needed something, so I just chose to run. Sorry for just kind of rushing through things, it's just, with 3 reason, I'm worried I'm gonna die soon. Not being able to deal with it, you grab the tapes and run. You wander aimlessly through the woods for a few hours, until you were found by a search party. You lead into the house, but the door to the basement is empty, or is missing. The case remains open. Again, sorry for just rushing through that. And we gained a new level, so let's do that. You know what? Or no, I have to now. Getting damage in combat grants small experience bonus. Forgetting spells gains extra reason. That's very useful. Let's do that. Reason. Roads closed. Roads leading out of the town were closed by the police. You'll need to find a new way out. So some of these new god effects, I don't know if they... Oh. Oh. Where are the spells at? I have this. There we go. Go home. Oh, we have a key. Let's take a bath. We need that to be as high as possible. Okay. Spy chilling story of school systems. Let's do eerie episode of Evolving Eels. While returning to your home, someone suddenly bumps into you. Did you know? You turn around, it's your friend living in the same apartment complex, Kana. That weird dude is back, you know, the one who studies fish. You shrug, opening the door, Kana follows and immediately enters the kitchen. A while later, they return with 2 cans of soda. Aren't you curious what the weird fish he brings this time? Or, no, I'm sorry, I read that wrong. What weird fish did he bring this time, Big Rin? I saw the creepy neighbor carrying some jars inside his apartment. I wonder what weird fish he's found this time. Will you check it out? He will surely recognize me if I try to do it myself. Oops. Sorry for misreading, I don't know what my problem is. Investigate the seaside location twice to complete this quest. Oh yeah, so Kana's now part of my party now. You can get allies. So I take 1 less damage during combat. You decide to enter a small shady bar in the docks. Maybe some old fishermen can help you in your quest. However, persuading them might prove. Yeah. However, persuading them might prove difficult. No fisherman would ever refuse a free round. They tell you tales of sunken cities inhabited by underwater things with too many legs. Something pulls you towards the beach. A statuette half buried in sand is calling you. Feeling your hands shaking, you take a step closer. The statuette is surprisingly heavier than it looks. Mesmerized, you take it home and wonder where you'll display it. It's a bad idea. You may be going crazy, but you swear something is watching you from the sea. Minus one reason. This is not adding up. This is not going together well. Wandering through an empty corridor, you find an old vending machine. You don't recognize the brand of sodas inside, but you could really use a drink. Let's get the expensive one, because that means it's good, right? The taste seems a little odd, but you enjoy the drink anyway. Dude's working at school, right? We could break into his office. What do you mean we shouldn't? Must be empty, because he just came back and his classes begin next week. Hearing an eerie sound coming from behind the door, you decide to check it out. At first glance, the abandoned classroom seems empty. Once your eyes get used to the darkness, you discover an unusual sigil drawn on the floor. Judging by the smoke, someone put the candles out the moment you entered. Light the candles. Oh god. The moment you light the remaining candle, the ground under the sigil collapses, revealing an impossibly deep hole. The walls are carved into a spiral shape, giving it the illusion of movement. Because it's an illusion, right? Man, that was a big hit to reason. The neighbor's office at school was empty. You did find a few jars, all filled with weird eel-like fish. Despite your protests, Con decides to take one jar home. Have you ever seen an eel like this? It's so freaky. Don't you have a feeling it's watching us? How can they sip their soda so calmly staring at this creepy creature? Oh, there we go, that's what I wanted. Suddenly, it got really cold in the corridor. As you turn to leave, you're stopped by a man with a naturally pale skin and giant lips. He kisses the air and takes a step closer. Why? Of all things, why does it have to be reason? I'm just running. Alright, so if like that's really bad, but if I can beat him, I get experience, and I'm more likely to level up, and I can boost that up. I'm gonna regret this. Oh, maybe I won't regret this. Oh god, yeah. You know what? Fuck you. I've seen him burning some notes behind our apartment building. Let's go check it out. Is this eel even alive? Let's travel to home and we need to rest. So let's see to both. Okay. Abdominal cut. Minus 10 max stamina. Oh, that's cool. The investigation is starting to take a toll on you. You start to miss the most obvious leads. Oh man, they're gonna get us by Doom at this rate. Kinda was right, someone tried to burn some papers. They must have been in a hurry because some of the papers look salvageable. You both return to your apartment and try to decipher the notes. That's so weird. Your neighbor was really into eels, it seems. You begin to wonder if spying on your neighbor was a good idea to begin with. Probably not, to be honest. You can find a way to repair them. Just the bandage do anything? No, I don't have any minor injuries. The museum started hanging up posters promoting the Greek art exhibition. Unaware of the danger, the opening night may prove to be the last night for all of us. That's his name. Etheltu is coming, and now you know the date. Oh, that's cool. I didn't even notice that this was going across the screen. I bet the lighthouse is 50%. There must be something we can learn. I'll try to break into his apartment tomorrow morning. I wonder what he's hiding in there. You shrug, non-committed. You shrug. You just wish you could throw this damn jar in the trash. The ocean is hungry. You're stopped by a person with a knife. They look incredibly sad. It wants me, but I'm afraid I'm too much of a coward to do it myself. Can you help me? Unable to convince the person, you close your eyes as they jump off the cliff. Feeling like you're on the brink of losing your mind, you decide to visit your parents' old friend, Father Usagi. Hey kiddo, says the priest who is currently moving some boxes out of the church building. Can you lend me a hand? I'll lift the heaviest box, because I'm a big boy. Lifting the box, you feel your back cracking, but you manage to get it all over with pretty quickly. Afterwards, Father Usagi invites you inside for a cup of hot tea and home-baked cookies made by one of the parishioners. You explain your situation to him. The priest listens, letting you vent all your doubts and anxiety. Kana has been missing since yesterday. You decide to check out the neighbor's apartment yourself. You cautiously enter your neighbor's kitchen. You are shocked to see countless jars filled with eels, flailing around relentlessly. Where the hell is Kana? Oh, I can escape. You run like a coward from your neighbor's place. The next morning, police officers are entering your neighbor's place. They didn't find Kana. Where are they, and will you ever hear from your friend again? Experience. 15 experience. Minus 3 Doom. Oh, so solving mysteries gets rid of Doom. That's cool. Local scientists are baffled. An unprecedented aura-like event has bathed the entire town in an I think that's supposed to say unnatural green. Unnatural green glow. Guys, I swear, I'm not dyslexic. Oh yeah, you leveled up. Let's do that. Looting. Ooh, adrenaline. So with faster actions, we might be able to do more damage each turn. Go with reason again. Find a small key. What's it doing? Oh, there it is. A little Cthulhu. Little Cthulhu man. Oh boy. Let's look outside. We haven't done that in a minute. Someone is standing in the shadow, watching your door. So we bath. We stand him up. Mermaids are a spine-chilling story of school scissors. Let's do mermaids. The janitor was obsessed with mermaids. He's collected every scrap of the legends about them in the school basement. Now, his mind has snapped. He decided it's time to take one of his own, or to make one of his own, using unfortunate student bodies as the materials. Ugh. There's one thing everyone at school is talking about. Another girl from your area is missing. Could there be anything connecting all the missing people? I should investigate downtown next. Walking through the park, you find a little girl crying alone in the playground. When you ask what's wrong, she says she can't find her mommy. Luckily, you spot the girl's address on a backpack lying nearby. You tell the girl to look for an officer. When you get back, she's gone. Oof. Asking around the neighborhood, you got the same results. Oh, you got some results. It seems that all the girls have attended the same school. Investigate the seaside. Heat wave continues with record temperatures. Continuing your investigation takes more and more effort. -2 stamina. I mean, at least they were going after my stamina and not reason. You catch a glimpse of an art class. One disturbing painting draws your attention. Take a peek. Horrified. You gasp into your horror. The twisted faces, impossible angles, and enormous monoliths make you sick. -2 stamina. Okay, I know he just said you can attack my stamina, but you're taking it a little too far, game. Walking on the beach, you discover a giant charred pit. As you wonder what was burning there and why, you hear the crackling sound get louder and louder, and everything around you is getting hotter. Burning Man. Oh, it's a ghost enemy. Oh no. Yeah, no. Ghost enemies on -1 reason. All the missing school girls were apparently members of the school swimming team. Maybe someone saw the kidnapper stalking them. Suddenly, everything slows to a crawl. Ah, the Time Warper. You find a notebook containing handwritten and detailed notes about the swimming club itself and mermaids. A nauseating stench stops you. Someone has scattered rotten fish guts everywhere and hung countless fish heads. You cover your mouth as you slowly retreat. A vast flock of seagulls outside viciously attack the windows. Whoever the kidnapper may be, they seem to be really obsessed with mermaids. In the design slide, you find a plan of the town's sewer system. Someone has marked a path leading from the sea directly to the school building. major mutation. It's getting dark as you arrive at the cemetery, and shadows move in fantastic and unaccountable ways between tombstones. Finding the right grave may prove to be a challenge, especially when you feel someone's gaze on your back. You quickly find the tombstone marked with red string. Under the stone, you find a note someone left for you. Okay, I'm gonna go home and rest. There's something wrong here. A weird apathy seems to infect every adult you ask for help. You have to deal with this alone. Hearing footsteps, you turn around. Behind you stands a pretty woman in a sweater. Natural beauty. Yes, this is exactly what I need. You shudder, seeing the weird woman reaching to her pocket and grabbing a nasty-looking knife. Pretty face. Mind if I borrow it? Oh, I'm just running. School basement. That must be the place a kidnapper is keeping missing swimmers. Dark forces scheme against you. You don't know who you can trust anymore. Plus curse. I have it twice. There's no turning back now. God, let's hope she's alright. You bust through the door to the janitorial closet, but it's already too late. The latest missing girl is lying on a dirty mattress, the upper part at least. The tail of a fish has been crudely sold in place of her legs. She's too weak and died, you hear the mad janitor say. He looks you up and down. Maybe you'll do. The mad janitor is stepping over the body when he suddenly stops, noticing your mutation. The gills! You're the one I've been looking through all my life. He falls on his knees and raises his hands, not noticing a movement behind him. The girl suddenly springs to life with a deafening shriek. She jumps on the hypnotized janitor and starts choking him. His last words chill to the bone. The sea will claim you back. Officers find you a few hours later. No trace of the mad janitor is found, but you will sleep a little better tonight knowing that other students are safe. The words of the janitor echo in your head. Now you can't help but shudder hearing the sound of waves crashing on the beach, and the sounds of something coming out of the water. The air feels heavy, making it hard to breathe. Your rest action is less effective. You find a small key. Running shoes. Her shoes. None of these are useful. Hello, Tiny Cthulhu. So all we have left is the spine-chilling story of School Scissors. The school is eerily quiet at this hour. Your missing friend has left you a notebook. If the rumors are true, to stop the tall woman with scissors, you'll need to perform a ritual to force her material form to appear in our dimension. Accomplishing this requires first the drawing of an eldritch sigil, and then lighting of holy candles. You can only hope your friend has left them somewhere around the school. Sorry. Here. I don't think I need this either. Mario is acting strange. I need to talk with her after class. I hope she didn't attempt the ritual herself. I've hidden the candles in one of the classrooms. Tomorrow I will try to perform the ritual. The sigil can weaken the demon for a while. Careful with the lines. A strange, tall woman has been following me all day. I should hurry up. Let's go to the lockers. If I open that one, I'm gonna get a jump scare and lose reason, so I'm not going to. This, I need a tiny key. But hey, we got a bat. Is it better than our cleaver? 4 damage, 90, 65. 4 damage, 100. Is that even a joke? Of course the bat's better. Alright, let's explore the school. Getting access to the student database would certainly speed up your investigation, but the receptionist would never allow it. If only there's a way to make her go away for a while. You weren't able to convince the receptionist to let you access the database. That has been a waste of time. You feel like something horrible is happening within the school. You must hurry and find those items. Hello. Something evil stalks the empty school corridors. You found an additional page from your friend's diary. It seems that the blessed chalk was left on the roof. Let's try and find it. On the roof, you find the girl your friend was talking about. In one hand, she holds a bag. In the other, a pair of bloody scissors. We can't run. How much damage should we do? Can I bap and then bap? Nice. You found the blessed chalk, which you can use to draw the sigil in your ritual. You copy the sigil as best you can on the blackboard. Hopefully it will be enough. So we're looking for a triangle and a star. Double check to make sure that's it. Yep. Okay, so we keep exploring. You enter the school bathroom to wash your face with cold water. A sudden noise behind you stops you in your tracks. One of the stall doors has opened on its own. You might be paranoid, but there's no way you're risking an encounter with a ghost in here. Minus 2 reason. You must hurry, the sound of scissors is getting louder. The corridor is flooded by a black sludge slowly oozing under the door to the chemistry classroom. A damp, moldy stench grows closer as you get closer. Or grows as you get closer. How are you gonna get to the other side? Better safe than sorry. You take the stairs up to another floor to avoid the sludge. plus 2% doom. We have the candles. Everything's ready for the ritual. Wait, what's that? You take a step back as a writhing, amorphous smash slowly takes shape. Soon, it becomes a tall, woman-like creature with 3 faces, all connected with a wide smile. Now, it is your chance to fight and defeat this horror. It is also your only chance. Twisting and twitching, the demon woman enters the classroom, cackling menacingly. Am I beautiful? Fuck, I die in 1 hit. Shit, we tried, guys. Frozen in fury, you watch as she gets closer. Her sharp scissors are slowly cutting through your cheeks as she asks you, am I beautiful? We were killed by the scissor woman. Well, guys, we almost made it to the end. Man, we just got really unlucky there towards the end. It might have been a better idea to try and face her sooner, but I didn't think that our health was going to be that taxed throughout the entire thing. Especially Reason. They just went hard after Reason. Alrighty guys, well that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.